Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rock and Review is so thrilled to bring on a friend of the show that has been on in the past, country music singer, songwriter, TV host, and airline ambassador. Lucas Hoge, thanks for coming back on the Rock and Review.
Oh, thanks, Eric, man. It's good to see you, brother. How things?
You know, I start to think I'm busy, Lucas, until when I follow you on social media, and then I feel like I'm a slacker.
Well, I'm glad. Gotta up your game, man. Bring it. We only live once.
You've got so much going. I mean, you got your brand new album that came out in January, the Sunday Sessions, and I was telling you before we started the interview, there's just so many great songs on here, and probably one of my favorites is Don't Fear Goodbye. You know, it's just so heartfelt, and I think it's so poignant in this time that we're in, but also it's got great dobro in there too.
Gotta have the dobro, man. Gotta have it. I wrote that with my good friend Corey Barker, and we've written, I don't know, over 100+ songs together. Wow. And it's just one of those songs that, you know, I've never put it on a project or anything like that. And the Sunday Sessions was the perfect opportunity because it's not going to go on my country album or anything like that, you know? So it was just great timing, and I couldn't ask for it to turn out any better. My friend Ben Miller and I produced this record together. So it's all super simple, stripped down, just like the Sunday Sessions are. And that's how I wanted to portray it. It was very similar to how I do it every Sunday on social media. So. Yeah. Well,
and I got to brag about you, Lucas, too. You know, you just say, oh, the Sunday Sessions. It's like, yeah, you got like 2.7 million viewers on these Sunday Sessions that you're doing on Facebook, you know, every Sunday. And that's pretty amazing.
It was cool, man. I mean, I started this thing over three plus years ago now. We were out on the road so much. We were never home, never able to go to church. And I was just like, you know, I'm just going to start propping up wherever I'm at a truck stop, at a park bench, whatever, picnic table, and do an old hymn and see how it goes. And that's what it was. It was just one hymn every Sunday. And they started gaining this steam. And then I partnered with my buddies, Country Rebel, said, hey, we'd like to post these too. And it just took off from there. And we haven't missed a single Sunday. And then when COVID hit, I was like, hey, let's do a full length, you know, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes every Sunday.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it so much. And I was getting so many comments like, man, you got to do a Sunday Sessions album. I'm like, these things aren't cheap, people.
Well, I was going to ask you, because I mean, you know, obviously keeping up with you as I do, you know, I knew you'd been doing the songs on Sunday. And I think, you know, and we all need new and fresh music, and particularly on Sunday, it's so great to do that. And I love your rendition of The Old Rugged Cross. And as I told you, I will be copying that version to play myself. Not as good, but I will be playing it.
All right, I'll send you an invoice.
But I wondered how you ended up doing an album, because it is, you know, kind of a drastic departure from your past albums. And you know what? A little song like The Power of Garth kind of put you on the map.
Yeah, it did. It was my first top 30 single that was out there. We got 28. Hey. I mean, this was really just a pet project, the Sunday Sessions album. It was really for all the people that are out there just listening on social media. I mean, it was all the songs that were popular, people commented and requested the most. So it wasn't, I didn't release it as, hey, this is a country project or anything like that, or this is that. It was just one of those things that I wanted to give back to the people that were watching every single day or every single Sunday. And it just, you know, if I make my money back, great. It was just something I wanted to do for everybody that really was requesting the heck out of it. And it was perfect time to do it. So, I mean, in the meantime, we were working on the country record too, on completely different studios, different producers, everything. So something I wanted to do, a little pet project.
Well, and I wanted to say this too, Lucas, you still got singles and videos rolling out, you know, from this album also. But what I like about it, you know, and hanging out and being around you as I have, to where it's just, you know, I like the stripped down versions, because I think it lets, you can hear the fingers on the guitar strings. I think it lets your voice shine, you know, and without increased instrumentation. There's nothing wrong with that on more produced songs and albums and such, and particularly for radio play. But for me, you know, I'm kind of a purist. I kind of like hearing things in a more simpler form.
Oh yeah, me too. And like I said, this is just a portrayal of how I do every single Sunday. It's just me and a guitar, or me and my guitar player and his guitar or dobro or whatever it is, resonator. And I just wanted to keep it simple and keep the costs down as well. But really, I just wanted to portray what we were doing every single Sunday.
You've done very well with your new TV show that's in its second season, Hoge Wild. But the show has been doing so well, and I really thought it was incredible when you launched it and how well it's shot and produced, and you're going all over the world. And now the TV show, besides being on the Sportsman Channel, is also in Canada.
Yeah, it's on the Canada Sportsman Channel too. It was doing so good that they said, "Hey, can we start airing it in Canada, Q1 and Q2 of this year? Because Q3 and 4 is when my season airs here in the States." And so Canada picked it up, and it's just doing great. Hopefully that opens up some opportunities to go tour up there in Canada and do some things. I'm really looking forward to it, and we're halfway through shooting for season 2 right now, and we have some amazing sponsors, partners that help it all go around, because it's expensive to get a show out there and to travel all over the world and put these pieces together. And I'm just happy that it's all come to fruition, and great timing as well. It's really helped out not being able to be on the road, so where I could actually focus on the TV show for this year, this 2020 year. So it was great.
I know you're involved with a lot of charity work, but especially the Wrangler, tour that you've been doing for 2 years, and also Hook the Cure, which you've been doing for 10 years. So you started both of these when you were around 5 years old.
Exactly. 5. I matured very quickly.
But it's hard to believe, when I saw that, I'm like, 10 years, really?
Yeah, I've been going overseas for 10 years now. I've done 12 tours overseas, but then, with the Patriot program, we were going over. And the first year I went over, it was great, don't get me wrong, but we were doing like big stage and light show. And we didn't get that one-on-one interaction with the troops that I was hoping for, because that's what it's all about, going over there and looking them in the eye and telling them thank you and being appreciative of that. But it was like, we bust in there, set up stage and lights, and then do a big show, and then we'd move on to the next one. And so we were almost, I think it was like 20 or 30 days we were over in country for the first tour. And don't get me wrong, it was great. But when I came back, I was doing the celebrity shootout for CMA Fest. And the host, he's like, "Man, I'm putting together a tour. I heard you just got off a plane from Iraq." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Want to go back?" I'm like, Tell me what kind of tour, because I don't want to do what I just did. He's like, "No, I literally want it to be you and a guitar, and we're going to get in a Black Hawk, and we're going to go fob hopping to all the forward operating bases, and you're going to spend a lot of time with our troops." I'm like, "Then I'm in." And we've been doing that ever since.
What are you looking at for your plans, the rest of this year? I know it's been so challenging, but you haven't slowed down one bit. What are you looking at for the rest of the year?
Not at all. So we've been in the studio doing the new country album, which is fantastic. Some of my best stuff yet. Partnered with my producer, Forrest Glenn Whitehead, who's produced tons of stuff for Kelsey Ballerini and a bunch of other people, and just written tons of hit songs. So it's really cool to be in the studio with him, and he's elevated my music. Just can't even begin to think of how much we've been able to elevate it. So I'm really excited to get out there. Actually, Get Lost, it will be dropping any day now. We're going for ads on country radio. The music video is coming out very, very soon.
Great song.
Oh, thank you so much. And that's what it's all about for me. It's like, I kind of tied it into the Hoge Wild thing too. It's like, just get out there and get lost in the outdoors, because a lot of people are still stuck at home or trying to get back and motivated, and partnered with Toyota on the music video. So they brought out a big old Toyota Tundra and batteries plus generators so we could power the whole thing. Because we were out in the Highway 50 drive-in is kind of the concept of this music video. So we stumble upon this abandoned drive-in, right? And we kind of take over, me and my girl at the time, and we just have a great time there. And it's just a fun video. Hopefully people can resonate with it.
I'm sure they will. And also, obviously, resonating with your show. I think it's so interesting, too, Lucas. I read an article a week or so ago, and all of us being, stuck more at home during the pandemic and all, but it also suggested for our mental and physical health that we do need to get outdoors more and be a part, whether it's in the parks, just with nature and everything, just to get outside and embrace that more as a way to be out in the world instead of just trapped in a house.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you can get outside, get off the couch, get away from the TV, put the phone down, social media, always get out there. I mean, that's the best place for you.
Well, I want to make sure that our viewers for the show, Lucas, know where to go for your web, for social media. Geez, album, TV show, another album coming out, Sunday sessions. I wish there was something to talk about. Well, where do they need to go to find you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just go to lucashoge.com, Hoge, H-O-G-E, or hogewildtv.com as well. They all link up, and all my social media is there as well. We're very active on social. So if you got a question or have a request, let us know. We like to have fun with our fans that are out there following us. And please tune in to the Sportsman's channel for Hoge Wild TV. And it's just a good time.
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of a good time, be sure and get the new album out, whether you download it, add it to your playlist or whatever. So many incredible songs on here with the Sunday Sessions. Can't wait to hear the new album. Lucas O, thank you for coming on the Rock and Review.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. And we are touring this year, so hopefully we'll see you on a stage near you.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.